The age-old debate between renting versus owning goes beyond property. It also includes life insurance. Stay tuned. In less than 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about life insurance. Well, at least an introduction to the main things. My name is Stephen Stricklin. I'm a certified financial planner and the president of Wise Wealth. I'm a writer, an educator, and an advisor. And today, I'm here to help you. So make sure to sub if you're new, hit the like button, and let's get into this video. There are two basic types of life insurance, temporary and permanent. A temporary policy is called a term policy, and a permanent policy is called either universal or whole life. Another way to look at it is that there are two ways to access life insurance. You can rent it or you can own it. If you want to rent life insurance, you buy a term policy. If you want to own life insurance, you buy a universal or whole life policy. It's really that simple. Before I get into the key differences, I want to point out the key benefits of owning life insurance and talk about how much you should own. The key benefits of owning life insurance are, number one, the death benefit proceeds are 100% tax-free to the beneficiaries. There are very few things in life that are 100% tax-free, but life insurance death benefits are one of them. And then there are living benefits, such as long-term care, long-term disability, tax-free income, and even retirement savings. How much life insurance should you own? This is really based on how much you can afford, but here's the amount of life insurance you should consider owning. Number one, enough to leave your spouse and dependents debt-free. Number two, enough to fulfill your retirement plan goals. For example, if you know you need $2 million by age 65, and you know you only have $300,000 saved now, you can make sure you add $1.7 million to your life insurance policy to make sure if you were to die early, your spouse would be able to fulfill the retirement goals you guys have together. And number three, enough to provide for your children's future expenses like college education. So you can look at the number of kids you have, the amount it takes for college, and multiply that number and say, I want to make sure if something happens to me, we leave enough behind to make sure that is paid for. Term life insurance is cheaper because you are renting the insurance, and the insurance company may or may not ever pay out death benefits because typically there's a term, 10, 20, or 30 years, and then it ends. However, when you own a universal or whole life policy, the insurance company will definitely be paying out the death benefit, so the costs are higher. There is not a right or wrong answer to which type of life insurance you should own. It usually comes down to what you can afford. Typically, though, if you are still paying off debt and or you are still not saving enough to reach your retirement goals, you should consider buying term life insurance since it's less expensive. However, if you are debt-free and or you are already saving enough to reach your retirement goals, you should consider a permanent policy. Here's a very important principle to keep in mind. The only life insurance that matters is the one that is in force on the day that you die. If you want to make sure there is life insurance proceeds, own the policy, which means universal or whole life. If you only want to have life insurance in the case of a premature death, then rent the policy or buy term. If you want to have access to the living benefits that I mentioned earlier, like long-term care benefits or tax-free income, you will need to own a universal or whole life policy to do that. You can't access those types of living benefits on a policy that you rent, term life. There is so much more to know about life insurance, so don't do it alone. We are here to help. You can go to wisewealth.com and contact us to learn more. If you enjoyed what you learned in today's video, please like and subscribe for more content just like this and to be notified when the next video drops. I release videos like this every 2 weeks. See you next time.